Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 586 for July 16 through 31, 2021. Expansive Jupiter re-entering revolutionary Aquarius is the headline event for the second half of July. We also have an Aquarius full moon, a rare Star of David aspect pattern brimming with opportunity, the sun entering Leo, and more. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein, broadcasting from thisweekinastrology.com. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, we'll have plenty this time, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. We're honored to be one of the internet's top 10 astrology podcasts. Check out our website, again, thisweekinastrology.com, where you can hear the show and subscribe to podcast updates. And if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. What's old as we come into the second half of July, we've got a waxing moon, several planets are retrograde, including Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, and Chiron, and we still have a Thor's hammer and a yod continuing from last time. But enough about the past, let's get into the now. On Friday, July 16, you can enjoy easier abundance as Pluto trines Ceres, Pluto 26 Capricorn and Ceres 26 Taurus. Pluto rules wealth, grain goddess Ceres brings the harvest, and the trine creates easy connection. Ceres is even in Taurus, the sign that rules money. On Saturday, July 17, it's a great time to work on an important committed partnership as a hard rectangle peaks today. Again, that's July 17. This challenging aspect pattern started on the 12th and ends on the 22nd. It features the Sun, Juno, Pluto, and the lunar nodes. Juno embodies the theme of committed partnership. The Sun represents you, while Pluto represents transformation and shadow work. If you're triggered in an important relationship, it's a good time to do shadow work to clear the old wound this reveals. My healing invocation, which is part of my free invocation masterclass, has helped thousands do this quickly and easily. I do link to that free invocation masterclass in the show notes, but super quick and easy. Just go to astroshaman.com. Look in the upper right corner, there will be the word invocations, and click that and it'll take you right in. This hard rectangle can also help you achieve deeper intimacy and more ecstatic sacred sex, if appropriate, within a committed partnership. On Tuesday, July 20th, a finger of God, formerly known as a yod, with leonine Mars at the tip and a Neptune-Pluto sextile on the back end, offers a wide range of opportunities if you make the right adjustment. Mars can help you be a better leader, warrior, pioneer, or sexual being. Placed in Leo, he can help you be more assertive as the monarch on the throne or the performer in the spotlight. Neptune can support all this with enhanced divine consciousness and creative inspiration. Finally, Pluto can bring wealth and power to the party. This yod started on July 14th. It peaks today on the 20th and ends on the 26th. Also on Tuesday, July 20th, intuitive hits can pop in more easily as Mercury sextiles Uranus. Mercury, 14 Cancer, Uranus, 14 Taurus. This flowing energetic aspect can also support original thinking, and with Mercury in Cancer, you can more easily move people's hearts with your words. Wednesday, July 21st. It's not just a good thing to do, it's part of my life purpose. Is there a worthy cause that makes you feel this way? If so, a grand trine starting today offers harmonious support for your involvement. It includes Vesta, Saturn, and the North Node. It peaks on August 10th and ends on August 24th. With the North Node in Gemini, it's a good time to learn more about this cause or spread the word about it. Saturn can let you lay out an effective plan to fulfill its goals, while Saturn's placement in Aquarius can help you think outside the box to forward its mission. This grand trine is also part of a Star of David aspect pattern that starts on July 25th. I'll be telling you about that shortly. On Thursday, July 22nd, whatever's going on in your relationships, expected to be amplified as Venus opposes Jupiter. Venus, 1 degree Virgo, Jupiter, 1 degree Pisces. With Venus in Virgo, it can be easier to analyze what's going on. Creatively speaking, this opposition is awesome for artistry, whether you're creating or fine-tuning. You can also use it to scrutinize your finances. Also, on Thursday, July 22nd, the sun enters Leo at 10:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. For the next month, it'll be easier to step out as a performer or leader. Leonine energy also supports playfulness, interacting with children, and enjoying some R&R. Here's my favorite Leo joke. Oh, but I've talked enough about myself. Why don't you talk about me for a while? This joke makes fun of the vain, self-centered, narcissistic Leo. But once a Leo has at least a basic awakening, they discover an infinite supply of energy within themselves. Then they don't need to keep demanding attention from others because of an internal void that constantly needs filling. The more awakened Leo still loves the spotlight, but the motivation is reversed. Now they want to share the overflow of their wonderful energy instead of demanding energy and attention from others. They have so much energy and information to give you, but need your attention so they can bless you with these gifts. Friday, July 23rd, a full moon lights up the sky at 10:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 1 degree, 26 minutes Aquarius. Any Aquarius full moon is great for release or adjustment that relates to flying your freak flag. This involves first internally accepting what's unique about yourself, then showing it to the world as appropriate. Also, consider whether you need to make a release or adjustment regarding your intuitive hits. Can you consistently recognize the full body knowing that marks their arrival? This is commonly referred to as a gut feeling or knowing it in your bones. These insights come directly from your higher self and are the most accurate guidance available. Finally, are you serving others using your special gifts and talents that you most love to use? What full moon releases or adjustments would help you do this more? Aspects. The moon has a moderately strong connection with Pluto. The Lord of the Underworld has release and adjustment built into his DNA and reinforces this fundamental full moon meaning. Pluto is associated with wounding and shadow work, so don't be surprised if you get triggered during this waning moon. My free healing invocation has helped thousands clear their old wounds and traumas quickly and effectively. You can learn more about it in my free invocation masterclass, which I already mentioned. This Moon-Pluto conjunction also asks what release or adjustment you can make to amplify your wealth and power. Wealth can be anything that makes your life better, so get clear on what type of wealth you most desire. Also, decide what type of power you want to wield. Do you want to keep others under your thumb or help create a rising tide that lifts all boats? Pluto rules the occult arts and sacred sex, as well as more worldly fields like insurance, taxes, and inheritance. What releases or adjustments would serve you in these areas? This full moon features a kite. This harmonious aspect pattern includes the moon, sun, Ceres, Vesta, and Pluto. The asteroid goddess Ceres, like Pluto, carries the themes of shadow work and wealth. Vesta encourages you to selflessly support a worthy cause. Is it time to change how you're contributing time, energy, or money to that worthy cause? Is there some transformation that would benefit the cause? Can you help the organization create positive change more effectively? With the sun in Leo, would your leadership help the cause? This full moon's final significant aspect is a tight quincunx with Venus in Virgo. Is there some adjustment that would make a relationship better? Is it time to take a new approach in your creativity? How about in your finances? With Venus in analytical Virgo, it's a great time to create a detailed plan to implement any such changes. This full moon Sabian symbol is an unexpected thunderstorm. Such an event could bring a destructive flash flood, or it could bring nurturing moisture to help grow everything you've planted. This image suggests that you stay alert for surprising opportunities that can move your plans forward. It also suggests that you be ready for unanticipated setbacks. Climate change is accelerating, and the incoming Aquarian age is shifting reality. Lots of unexpected thunderstorms are coming. Be ready to make the most of them. July 24 through 27, that's Saturday through Tuesday, How much mental stimulation can you stand? You'll be getting plenty of it as Mercury aspects 4 slower planets in 4 days. Here's the rundown. On July 24th, Mercury trine Neptune. That's Mercury at 23 Cancer, Neptune at 23 Pisces. July 25th, Mercury opposes Pluto. Mercury 25 Cancer, Pluto 25 Capricorn. July 26th, Mercury quintile Uranus. Mercury's at 27 Cancer, Uranus is at 15 Taurus, and July 27, Mercury quincunx Jupiter, Mercury 0 degrees Leo, and Jupiter's at 0 degrees Pisces. This Mercury palooza offers you the chance for more creative thinking, intuitive hits, and flow state opportunities. With Mercury in Cancer, except for that Jupiter quincunx, you can communicate with more emotional impact. The Mercury-Pluto opposition on the 25th can help you sustain mental focus more deeply and for longer periods, and can also help you be a more effective spokesperson for positive change. On Sunday, July 25th, are you in a committed partnership that could use some healing? A grand trine that starts today offers a helping hand. It includes the Sun, Juno, Chiron, and the South Node. It peaks on August 2nd and ends on August 10th. Juno represents committed partnership, and she's especially powerful because she's stationing direct just as this aspect pattern begins. Planets are especially powerful when they change directions. Chiron represents healing, as well as the wise counsel that could support you in this relationship healing process. You'll find plenty of helpful information about this in Nonviolent Communication, a field-tested process for bringing greater harmony to relationships. I've linked that in the show notes. The South Node represents the old wounds and traumas being triggered by the relationship. It also shows gifts and talents you brought into this lifetime that can help you work with these challenges skillfully. Finally, the Sun in Leo asks you to bring appropriate leadership to this healing process and possibly do some of it in a more public way. This grand trine is also part of a Star of David aspect pattern that also starts today, and I'm going to talk about that right now. Astrology's rarest aspect pattern, a Star of David, lets you shine more easily as a leader and/or performer for the next 2 weeks. This harmonious aspect pattern includes the Sun, Juno, Vesta, Saturn, Chiron, and the lunar nodes. It starts today on Sunday, July 25th, peaks on July 31st, and ends on August 8th. In this July 16 through 31 forecast, I've already done standalone interpretations of the 2 grand trines that link up to create the Star of David. We had the Vesta Saturn North Node grand trine that started on July 21, and I just talked about the Sun, Juno, Chiron South Node grand trine that also starts today on July 25th. Each of these 3 interpretations has a different focus, so use whichever ideas are most helpful. It's no surprise that the attention-loving Leo Sun wants to be the focus of this interpretation. It invites you to step out as a leader, entertainer, or entertaining leader. Saturn wants you to do this with authority, maturity, and responsibility. Placed in Aquarius, Saturn also invites you to bring innovation or a cutting-edge approach. Chiron enhances your skills as a healer and/or mentor, while Juno invites you to partner in a deep, meaningful way as part of this process. Vesta would love all this to serve a higher cause, and the lunar nodes ask you to align all this with your life purpose. With the North Node in Gemini, this work may involve some kind of teaching or communication. On Monday, July 26, what relationship changes would better align an important relationship with your life purpose? It's a good time to explore that as a Thor's hammer begins today on July 26. It peaks on the 30th and ends on August 3rd. It features Venus, Pluto, and the North Node. Venus represents relationship, and her placement in Virgo is ideal for analysis, healing, and setting up new systems. You can also create positive transformation in creativity and finance, which are also ruled by Venus. On Wednesday, July 28th, our feature event, Jupiter re-enters Aquarius at 8:42 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. The planet of expansion entered Aquarius on December 19 of 2020 and then continued into Pisces on May 13 of 2021. Jupiter retrogrades back into Aquarius today on July 28th and then flows back into Pisces on December 28th. This interpretation will focus mostly on Jupiter's transit of Aquarius, but it's worth noting that these Aquarian effects are stronger than usual this year. This is because Jupiter will square or quintile Uranus during most of 2021. Uranus and Aquarius carry the same astrological energy, which will dramatically increase this archetypal influence. On the previous podcast, I interpreted Jupiter quintile Uranus, and I will be giving you much of the same archetypal interpretation this time as well, because Jupiter in Aquarius interprets up just the same, pretty much, as Jupiter quintile Uranus. So there is going to be a lot of repetition, and just take it as a chance to more deeply ingrain these archetypal possibilities, because there's a lot of them, and I doubt you memorized them on the first pass. Any planetary sign placement can express in challenging or flowing ways. Human psychology being what it is, people tend to remember the last thing you said. So I'll start with the challenging possibilities of Jupiter in Aquarius and end with the more uplifting ones. Big thanks to my friend and colleague, Ren Butler. I'm once again borrowing ideas from his amazing book, The Archetypal Universe: Astrological Patterns in Human Culture, Thought, Emotion, and Dreams. Specifically, I selected these from the Jupiter-Uranus section. This makes sense because, as I said, Uranus and Aquarius have the same keywords. Shadow qualities: manic and impulsive, excesses, going too far, intolerance of any level of structure or commitment, unrealistic urges for freedom, outweighing everything else, unwillingness to cooperate, flippant arrogance, unbridled eccentricity, an unreliable and impractical nature, ongoing wanderlust and impatience, irresponsible or ineffective rebellion, shallow or incomplete rebirth, false breakthroughs, flash in the pan delusions, attraction to get rich quick schemes, pie in the sky over optimism, fool's gold, religious or new age ideals promising liberation without effort or pain, potential for hubris and overweening pride, a Christ complex, cravings for glory, delusions of genius, philosophical conflicts, philosophical or intellectual elitism, self-righteous genius. Okay, plenty of downsides. But what about the positive potentials of Jupiter in Aquarius? Dramatic breakthroughs and quantum leaps, rebirth and awakening, surprising resolution of problems, unexpected openings and opportunities, expanded horizons, changes of fortune or philosophy, incurable and infectious optimism. Hope springs eternal in the human breast. That's a quote from Alexander Pope, who has Jupiter trine Uranus in his natal chart. Heightened aliveness, access to new layers or realms of experience, transcendence of petty problems and attachments, urges to share your light, the light at the end of the tunnel, eureka moment, feelings of universal redemption, collective epiphanies and awakenings, breakthroughs that benefit everyone, everything around you coming vibrantly alive, higher emancipation, freedom for all, the truth shall make you free, maximum liberation, moments of genius or brilliance, divine inspiration, creative frenzy, to become as God, flashes of greatness, ascendancy of the liberal, humanitarian, and progressive impulses, surges of cultural flowering. The Jupiter and Aquarius positive potentials may sometimes require significant effort. During times like these, it's more important than ever to remember that the bigger the challenge, the bigger the potential breakthrough. On Thursday, July 29th, get your yang on as Mars opposes Jupiter. Mars, 29 degrees, 52 minutes Leo, and Jupiter at the same degree of Aquarius. This can amplify your ability to act as a warrior, pioneer, entrepreneur, or sexual being. It's also great for athletics and competition. And on Friday, July 30th, the Venus-Pluto North Node Thor's Hammer that started on July 26th, and I already interpreted that, peaks today on the 30th and will end on August 3rd. And on the same day, July 30, harvest, abundance, and prosperity can be amplified as Jupiter squares Ceres. Jupiter, 29 degrees, 46 minutes Aquarius, Ceres at the same degree of Taurus. The Grain Goddess series can also bring up shadow work, so be ready for that as well. And on Saturday, July 31st, the Star of David aspect pattern featuring the Sun, Juno, Vesta, Saturn, Chiron, and the lunar nodes that we talked about. That started on the 25th of July, peaks today on the 31st, and ends on August 8th. Announcements. Everyone is welcome to participate in many Awakening Plus Zoom calls for free. These events support your individual healing and awakening, as well as global spiritual awakening. Some events are for Awakening Plus members only, but we'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Dip your toe in the water with our 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership. Here's info on our remaining July events, all at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. There's a free public event on Wednesday, July 21st. In fact, it's the first time we've ever had this event. It's called Gentle Group Healing. This event gives each person the healing that serves their highest good as gently as possible. We'll invoke healing, relax, and let the divine work its magic. And then on Wednesday, July 28th, members only, individual healings that also bless the senders. You can support the individual healing of the people on this call and maybe even get one of your own. The magic of this process is in the combined healing intentions of everyone who participates. Don't be surprised if you receive bounce back healing as you hold space for someone else. We've gotten so good at this that we can usually work in 5 or 6 members per call. Is it your turn this time? And then every Monday, free and open to all, New Earth Support Team. In this popular weekly event, we first create our sacred container and invoke embodied awakening. Then we let our divine allies know that we've come to serve the great global awakening. They take it from there. The divine likes to give as good as it gets. Our spiritual service is routinely rewarded with personal healing, spiritual upgrades, and profound bliss. Awakening Plus features at least 9 live streaming events each month. Many live events are open to everyone for free, while some events are for Awakening Plus members only. We'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Members receive these exclusive benefits. About half of our 9 Zoom calls each month are members only. There's an archive of over 325 life-transforming events with a best-of guide, enlightening course content featuring the complete 16-part invocation masterclass, and coming very soon, probably in the next week, a brand new course that guides you through a complete internal family systems process. My voice prompts are there and explanations. It's going to be quite an interesting process, so members will get to jump in and try that out. Members also get a monthly community connection call. They can choose an accountability partner, participate in the forum, lots of great stuff for members. You can learn more or start your 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership at awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. Thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn about all this and more at astroshaman.com. Learn more about all this in the show notes. To see them, go to astroshaman.com/586. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text, 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We're wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.